Hello again, everybody. It's Harry Boxer, the Technical Trader. It's Wednesday night, and it's August the 31st, last day of August, and the summer rolls to an end, but the market keeps rolling ahead. We were up again today, although we had a pretty sharp dip midday, saved the bell in the last 40 minutes with a comeback, but let's look at some of the continuing strong stocks. New all-time highs today on MITK. MITK, which I've been pounding the table on, has jumped to $1.30 today, or 13.5%. 1.4 million traded. That's the biggest volume since May, and it tells me that we got a price volume surge that's authenticated with the volume. We're looking for a move to the top of the channel. At this point, up towards 12 short term. If we do get a pullback down in this range, it may be a buy for a move eventually up into the mid and then high teens. GNK, I'm still liking this one a lot. It was only up 16 cents today, but what I like about it is that it moved forward. After the breakout yesterday, we had a little bit of an update today. Volume was slightly receded, but we could come on and surge again. I'm looking for the stock to eventually get to the 8.25, 8.75 range up in here. Arcos Dorados Holdings, the restaurant chain and recent IPO, as you can see, is here broken out of a key range here that saw this stock today, yesterday breakout, today follow through with a move all the way up to the 28.60 range before backing off a point, but still up 61 cents. And we did back off what looks like the potentially near the top of the channel, although I think we can get to 30 before in the next few days potentially. Stock I've been keeping my eye on, PAET, Paytech, quite an interesting pattern. Let's take a look at the longer term pattern. You'll see here that the stock has been back in filling, but the key was over the course of the last several months, we had a breakout over a key resistance here. Consolidations above that range, another breakout, quick pullback to test the moving average, and then we're headed higher here as volume thrusts and technicals move up as well. Paytech, a company involved in the telecom industry, is currently in a rising channel that shows this type of a parallel move that could eventually get this stock on a short-term basis up towards 6.5, 3/4. Liking CXDC, and particularly the follow-through action we got lately. Now, if you take a look at the pattern here, we came down hard from the 7.5 range down to the 3.25 range, bounced, retested, made a lower low, but then reversed with a big breakaway gap and strong volume surge. A pennant then ensued, and then the last several days, we broke out of that pennant with a thrust here to the upside, and today up another 15 cents, only 3%. But nevertheless, technicals are improving, volume is looking good, and this one appears to me like we could see it maybe make a move up towards at least the test resistance up around 6 next, and then beyond that 7.25. AKRX, still liking the way the channel is improving. If you take a look at the pattern here, you'll see this wedge has formed now. It calls for a move that gets us up towards 8.75, maybe 9 range short term. Gene Genetic Technologies advanced another 76 cents or 12%. Looks like it's underway as the breakout occurred yesterday. Today it moved through the 50 and closed back near it. There is lateral price resistance near this big gap in here. So we'll call for a move that takes it back down to, takes it up to around the $8 range short term. Today's high was 7.45, but if it gets to 8, we can see a run back up to test the 10, 10.5 range. That's our secondary target. Still liking the way RIMM's looking, although today it was flat. You can see the pattern shows an ever-increasing movement and a rising pattern after breaking out above the 50-day and then backing off the lateral price resistance into the gap here. Now, today's high at 33.05 is still short of our target around the 35 level, but I believe at this point we may even see high 30s. Zillow, a recent IPO which broke this downtrend line, has then spiked up, pulled back for 4 consecutive days, has moved up again, and it looks like it wants to go higher. Although at this point I would look for a run up towards the 42, 45 zone, which would test the right after the pre-IPO, the post-IPO highs. MAKO still advancing and looking good. I'd like this to move to the declining tops line. Pick up in volume the last few days. The stock broke out through and ran up as high as 37.70 today. I'm looking for 40 short term, 39.40 range. Sinovac had a resting day, but I'd keep my eye on this one. There was a big pop above the 50-day, and today's low was right on the 50 before it bounced. So keep an eye on that one. Eastman Kodak also a resting day today, but if it gets up through the 345 area, I'm looking for a move that takes us to 4.25 or better. STMP big day today, up about 9%, and thrusted out of this little resting day yesterday. An example of what I was just showing you is that we're seeing stocks pop, pull back for a day or so rest, and then go again. That's what I'm looking for on the stocks we just looked at. But on stamps.com, if this stock broke out today, it may extend into the low 20s short term, maybe even 23, 25 zone. And finally today is IDSY. I like this big pop and breakaway gap. If we step back and look at the overall base that it formed here, you'll see that the breakout occurred across 5. We got a pop to 6, a pullback, and now a little wedge forming. Low volume, good technicals. I'm expecting this one to advance up towards the 6 3/4 to 7 1/4 zone for my next trading target. And that's it for this evening. You guys have a good one. Bye-bye.